just came by Julian Price Memorial Park. That has a campground over there as well. And it was one of those we kind of thought about, but we wanted to go just a little bit further. I'm kind of glad we chose not to, because it looks like it's one of those seriously crowded places. There's a dam on whatever the river is that's out there. Folks are out there paddle boating, folks are out there fishing. There's quite a bit of activity happening around there. And just before that, there was like some sort of a manor house that, oh good Lord, you couldn't even get a parking space into. They were parked along the side of the parkway. It was just a very, very busy area. We have not looked on a national map in a while now, so I don't know if I'm like sitting right next to or within a half hour of one of the major cities of North Carolina. And this is where these folks come out of to go hang for the weekend or Sunday. Yeah, but that's kind of the beauty of 5 days up on the parkway is I barely know that we're in North Carolina. There's just no signs. This is really cool. I mean, there's no advertising up here. Well, we just got into 4,300 feet. We've been climbing for a little bit. There's been a ton of these switchbacks, but obviously we climbed right into the cloud. This would just be an awesome view right here. Hopefully you got a shot at the way the bridge is built right on the...
No, I didn't.
Oh, right on the cliffside, but holy crap, this is gorgeous up here. But we are base of the cloud. Really tough to see anything. There's a couple little sneaky spots that you can see just underneath it and get an idea of what's there, but wow, what a neat area. I'm going to try this Lynn Cove if we can get into it. That last spot I was trying for was like completely... No, I guess not. Well, that area back there, we just learned, was Grandfather Mountain. We had some folks tell us about this that we met last night, and they were telling us that as we're heading down towards this campground we were hoping for, that we were going to pass through this area. No kind of warning on it, but that was really cool. And when it finally broke of the cloud, you could see just underneath the cloud line into the valley below. The roadway and the bridge is built right on the side of the highway, so right off the side of the mountain. So hopefully some of that video will show that, and you'll be able to see it. But what a neat area. They were right. That's a really cool spot. This is what I was trying to explain from the truck, is that we're either in the clouds or in the mist or the fog. This is really wild coming through here. So we'll break into an open spot like this, and then it'll just be right back into the midst of it, and you can't see 20 feet in front of you. Now, it is brighter a little further down the roadway, so we could be driving back into some better weather. At least we're hoping. We need to do laundry today anyway. This was supposed to be the overlook for Mount Mitchell, but we are right up in the clouds. It's just what it is today. We're coming in and out of the clouds all day. So we're up at just over 4,800 feet, and Mount Mitchell is the highest peak east of the Mississippi. Bad Fork Valley Overlook. We haven't had too many of these today because of the fog and the storms that we drove through. And we're getting towards the end of our day for the drive, and we're starting to get a little bit of clearing. This is Linville Falls Campground, North Carolina, along the Blue Ridge Parkway. Looks like I stayed a little tilted last night, but cute little spot. We're actually in what would be a trailer site. Picnic table has the old cement style top, so they're a little worn, but fire ring is nice, decent little space behind it. Fairly level sites. Bathroom's up behind us over there, and it is flush toilet, which is nice. This place does have a lot of open area, so if you're in for an open spot, it's pretty nice that way. Way down below there is the field for tenters. There was a couple of them over there earlier, but rained pretty good last night. I'm sure they packed up and headed for the cafe to get a nice little dry spot and coffee. But cute little spot. This one I like. Last night we stayed at Rocky Knob. I wish I had filmed that one. That was also a very nice one. I have a short clip of the acoustic guitarist that played for us up there. That was a lot of fun. He played for about an hour and a half. But yeah, that was a really nice spot as well. So just that one spot that was kind of nasty over in Virginia. And from there, everything else is, once again, uphill. So nice little spot. I like this one. We're not even an hour out of the campground, probably only about a half hour out. But the detour allowed us to get some gas. There was another mile of the parkway that was shut down, but gave us a chance to get some gas and get back up on the parkway again, so that worked out pretty good. And I tell you, there's been some really nice hairpin turns coming down through here. We're losing altitude, but because we're either in the cloud from up above or dropping down into the fog from below, we haven't had a view yet. And we've had a couple pretty good little rain showers happen as well. So we'll just continue south, and I'm hoping we make the turn and we get ahead of the tropical storm that's coming in, and it's going to hit, I guess, into Georgia, and then start working its way north. We'll have to pay attention to it to see what's going on and what kind of weather we're going to run into. Yeah, that would have been a pretty view. That's what I mean. We're either in fog or up in the cloud. One of the two. That would have been nice if they had actually told us there was a tunnel coming up. It's foggy enough at points that I'm just doing 30 miles an hour and just keeping up to it. But that was really dark, really foggy, and the next thing you know, we're in a tunnel. That was pretty wild. Well, that last little section we came through, that was really foggy. There was 30 miles an hour and eyes peeled on the road, and Colette spotted a deer like right next to us. Oh my God, that's as close as I want to come to a deer. But we've either come over the top of the clouds, or we finally broke through that little storm system. Let's work on we broke through the storm system. Alright, we've definitely have come over the other side, so we're about to come down into Asheville. Well, I was kind of hoping you'd get a view into that valley, but not quite yet. But yeah, this is getting good, so we're well under the clouds again, and we've lost the majority of the fog. Maybe it's a daily burn-off. I don't know. It was just weird. But we do have an awful lot of overcast down here. We will be eventually getting down a bit further south before we pull in for the night. Going to try and film this one on, see if you can notice how, no, it's going to be a shorty. Some of these longer ones, and the light's not coming in. It's almost a pitch black entrance coming into it, and your headlights are just absorbed into it. There's not much for reflection inside it, or reflectors on the road paint or the sidewalls. Some of those are really dark. Well, we've gotten into some sunshine, which is nice, and we've got some views going on. Because, man, for a while there, it was just completely fogged in and pretty hard to see anything. Roadway is curvy as a son of a gun. We are heading downhill now. We broke 5,000 feet, but it's still not height of land for the parkway. It's, I can think tomorrow we'll cross that area as we finally come out of the parkway. Oh, coming through some more of this. Place with this rock ledge on the edge here. We're getting these makeshift waterfalls. Yeah. Oh, good Lord. Motorcycle today. Yeah, Wolf Mountain. If it was a bright, sunshiny day, we wouldn't see this. But then again, we have some really nice overlooks.
We have to be content watching the water come down the rocks.
We do like waterfalls, though, so... Oh, man. One or the other. Well, we thought we just crossed height of land, but we're going up again. We had it marked out at about 6,600 feet where we're at, and that's about height of land. So, maybe we didn't cross it yet.